it's Christian. Lunchtime jammy talk. I don't know what I'm going to call these things, but probably not lunchtime jammy talk. Yeah, aside from my flub in the middle on the solo there, I'm just warming up. Anyway, that's some pretty hard rock and roll. Who doesn't like AC/DC? Pretty heavy, right? Pretty hardcore, pretty, I guess you could say modern, but what am I playing it on? Got a little tweed Fender on the floor here. Basically a pretty good copy of a 1957 amplifier. And then this, which is essentially a pretty good copy of a 1957 guitar. I mean, that's all 50s technology, and it's really pretty raucous stuff. You know, you think of the old equipment and the old songs from the 50s, Bebop, Alula, and all that, and it ain't that, right? And that's kind of my point here. Is I'm always trying to talk people into learning how to off-road incrementally in steps, you know, and they think I need the biggest, baddest, bestest gear before I set foot on a trail. You know, before I go mile one, I need 40s and a long arm, and you know, I need all this stuff before I ever go out. And honestly, I think it's better to just start. You know, go get yourself an old flat fender from the 50s, leave it stock, or you know, just do some. We used to call it, me and my buddies, we used to call it weenie wheeling, where you're just going out in stock or mostly stock 4x4s. You're not going to be able to make it to the end of every trail. You're not going to be able to do hardcore stuff. But the cool thing about wheeling a factory vehicle, or sorry, a pedestrian 4x4, I guess I should say, is that it teaches you skills. You learn how to drive the damn thing before, you know, you get in over your head. That way, once you do get that gear, you do get involved in some upper level off-roading, you've got the skills in your Rolodex there to be able to, you know, get yourself out of a situation. You know where to go, where not to go. I'm not saying you shouldn't go build, you know, crazy big vehicles or, you know, awesome parts and all that stuff. But there's something to be said for starting small and working your way up to the big leagues. You know, nothing wrong with it. Okay, what else I got here? Actually, a lot of people want to know when the application deadline for Ultimate Adventure is. And there's really no set deadline. The event, I moved it to September a couple years ago. And so it takes place in September. I try to give people about 2 months notice. So that means around July, I'm going to be in the phase where I'm making kind of my final selections to get down to the dirty dozen. So yeah, I mean, work on your rig. It's best to apply with the finished vehicle that's all set and ready to go. You don't want to be last minute, you know, or sending me photos. I mean, here's what I plan to do. I plan to do a lot of stuff myself, but I don't get to about 1/10 of it. So just have a vehicle that's well sorted out. That's kind of one of the other good pieces of advice any UA alumni will tell you is know your rig inside and out, how it works. The last thing you want to do before an event like Ultimate Adventure, or really any you know, hard grinding off-road trip, is go out with brand new parts. You know, you want to know your rig, you want to know everything in it, and you want to trust it. So get your stuff done early, apply, good luck. I'm looking to hear from you. Christian_Hazel@motortrend.com if you want an application directly. If you're lazy, just Instagram me your email address at my Instagram's @HFOM Industries, and I will send you an application. When you're done, just fill it out, email it directly back to me at my email address, not the one that's on the form. And yeah, and then boom, you're entered. That's all it takes. The other question about UA, and I don't want to make all these videos only about UA, but I mean, there are questions people have, and I'm here. Is UA still going to happen with the death of the magazine? Well, it continued on after 4-wheel and off-road was canceled into 4-wheeler, and I'm happy to say we're continuing it on even though 4-wheeler is now canceled. So yes, there will be an Ultimate Adventure even with the death of the magazine. We're prioritizing videos and the online content. So you're still going to be able to get your UA fixed. You're still going to be able to enter. You're still going to be able for a few lucky ones to be a part of it. So yeah, good deal. I think that's all I got. I went long-winded on the whole 50s thing. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, checking these things out. Any questions, comments, song requests? Let me know. I'm just kind of doing these as the house is quiet and I got a little extra time. So thanks for watching.